this straight. Hello, yes. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? Let me move this down a little bit. How are you? Happy Thursday, everybody. It feels like it's been forever since I've last been on, been running around. I don't know if you've seen, but last weekend I was at Epic conference, which was off the chain, and supporting my coach and learning and soaking up all of the information that she imparted on us and all of the speakers that were there. Then also spending time with my Amplify sisters, that's the mastermind program that I'm in, which is fabulous. And just soaking that in. When I'm in that kind of environment, it's all about inspiration for me, motivation, learning and growing. And then I come back and I'm on fire. So I'm back on fire, energized and ready to just take charge and ready to do a damn thing. So I hope you are too. So happy Thursday to you, right? I may be a little sleepy. It's only because this pollen is no joke, okay? I don't know where you are. I'm in Atlanta, but the pollen is like this thick and it's only gonna get worse, but I love the summer, so this is what I have to go through, right? So for those of you who do not know me, I am Lashana Williams, the Success Navigator, right? Yes! I am your coach and your guide on the journey to success, and your partner and your accountability pusher. I do all of that. I hold you accountable so that you could go from paycheck to purpose, right? So are you ready to go from paycheck to purpose? Are you ready? Are you ready? I hope you are, because I am. I'm all about going from paycheck to purpose. I'm all about doing the thing that makes my heart sing. I'm all about aligning my passion and my purpose to my profession, and I hope you are too. So let's make this happen. I asked a question. I bet you didn't notice. Question mark. Should have put a question mark. I bet you didn't notice. And as parallelpreneurs, which I am, I have a full-time job and I work a full-time job and I have a business. So my days and my nights and everything else just get kind of blurred. So there's a lot of things that I need to do so that I can be most efficient and then I can achieve success, right? So if you're hopping on, please say hello. Would love to hear from you. Again, I am not that coach that's like, I just want you to hear me talk. I love the interaction. So please, drop a line, drop a comment in the comment section, hearts, whatever. This is not Periscope, right? So likes, happy faces and all of that stuff. Please do so. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. You can always inbox me as well. Like I said, I'm here to help you go from paycheck to purpose, right? So you're like, what? I didn't know. I know everything. Hey, how are you doing, sweetie? I hope you are doing well. Like, you have to inbox me and we have to connect, okay? Because I want to hear all about you moving from the Bahamas to here, doing all that great stuff. So please inbox me so that we can connect. But you probably are like, well, I know everything. I know everything. What don't I know, right? So this is for my parallelpreneurs, but this is for entrepreneurs as well. This is for career professionals, okay? You probably don't know that you need a system for your life as well as your career business, right? Systems. And you're like, what are you talking about, right? So I'm gonna break it down for you. But you need systems in your life, both personally and both professionally. Hey, George, how are you? So what I mean by that is that for your life, you need to ask yourself these questions, right? So how do you keep track of appointments? Do you have them all over the place? Do you take notes on stuff? Do you put it in a calendar? How do you keep track with your appointments? And that's so important because you have your life. You have kids, right? You got to go to the soccer practice and the football practice. And then you got your girlfriends that you want to hang out with. You got your family. You got events that you want. You got date night with your hubby and your significant other. So there's all these things that are going on in your life that you need to you need to be taking track of, right? You need to keep track of. You need to make sure that you have a schedule and you have a plan. Like me, I am all about the calendar. If it is not on my Google Calendar, then I don't know what's going on. And so everything is on there. So anytime somebody's like, okay, let's connect, let's do something, I'm like, can you put it on my calendar? Anytime I have an event or whatever, put it on my calendar. And those things, when you like do an Eventbrite or anything else that says, do you want to link it to your calendar? Yes, I want to link it to my calendar because I'm not leaving it up to chance. I'm not leaving it up to Post-it notes and memory, because Lord knows I'll be that person that's like, okay, what's today's date? I think I got something to do. I'm not sure. So I'm not about leaving it up to chance. And you got I know me, I have too many things going on that are truly important, and I don't want to miss anything. So I need to have it all on my calendar. So please get a system, a method in place so that you can track all of this stuff. I know some people that have families, y'all have a family calendar, y'all put it on the refrigerator, whatever it is, however you need to manage your events and the things that are going on in your day-to-day, that's what you need to do. But it needs to be a system, something that you do consistently. Darlene, I see you out there. So something that you do consistently so that it is part of your process, right? So it's not something where you're like, oh snap, where did I put that? I put that event over here, and I put my events with my family on this calendar over here, and then I put this in my little book here. No, you need one place to put all of your schedules into, to schedule everything so that you can keep track of that, right? So another question that you need to ask yourself is, how do people communicate with you? I get that question all the time, especially in the personal and professional life as well, because nowadays you got text messaging, you got phone calls, you got Facebook messaging, you got emails, there's so many different ways that people can communicate with you. And some of us, I know, like myself, when I come home, I don't want to talk on the phone. I'm sorry, I just don't. So the best way, and this is personal, I'm talking about the personal life, like a lot of times I don't want to talk on the phone. I need to decompress. I am a true introvert. Yes, I am. And sometimes when I come home, that's for me to recharge. So, talking on the phone may not be the best thing for me, especially right when I get home. So you may want to text me and be like, girl, are you okay? Do you want to talk? Do you have time to talk or whatever? I can communicate via text messaging. Facebook Messenger is my best friend. I do communicate via Messenger as well. But that's me. And you may have another way of communicating, but that is your system, that is your process, and you just need to know, and people need to know that, right? So they need to know how to get in contact with you. If somebody said, you know what? Yes, I am an introvert, true introvert. Oh, doesn't mean I'm a social misfit. It only means that for me to recharge, I have to go, and it's an internal thing. So I have to get away from people. I have to be in a quiet room by myself and recharge. And then I'm ready to go. And then I'm all smiles and I'm ready to go, ready to dance, whatever. But I need to recharge, and I need to do that by myself. So that's the whole thing about introvert, right? So again, people need to know how to communicate with you, because what if somebody was like, I got $1 million for this chick, and they don't know how to communicate with you, right? They don't know how to get in touch with you to tell you this $1 million idea, or to say that I got $1 million, or whatever it is, even if it's, good news, bad, whatever it is, they need to know how to communicate with you. So that's part of your process as well. Like I said, for me, text messaging is great. And also Facebook Messenger is great, and email is great. Phone, not so much. One, because like I said, when I get home, I need to recharge. And two, my reception in my place is horrible. So I'm standing like this with the, like this, like by the window with one foot over, whatever. So the phone conversation is just not, it's not cool. So I got to sit in one spot if I have a phone conversation, which doesn't bode well for me. So, but people know that, and they know how to get in touch with me, and they need to know how to get in touch with you as well. Right? So again, for your personal life, how do you accept and track your money? So we're talking about legacy building. We're talking about building our empire and all of this stuff. Part of that is your financial freedom, is your financial legacy as well. So you need to know how you're tracking and getting and receiving your money, right? There's so many different ways to receive money these days. You got, or even to spend your money these days. Debit cards, you have those, okay, of course. Then you have your mint.com, okay. That's a new one. And there's so many different ways that you could do this, right? PayPal is one, and then there's the Google this, and the Samsung this, and then the this. And so there's so many different ways that you can receive and spend your money. So it's just a plethora of ways to do that. But you also need to know, and you need to be able to track that, right? So for me, I use QuickBooks. So I do a download from my bank accounts and all of my accounts, so I can put that in there. I also have one, I use credit cards also to help me track my stuff as well, because then I can see what's going on. And I also get points. That's another thing you might want to, you make sure you get your points, right? But I make sure that I get my points, so I don't have it going in all of the different ways and, going in all these different places. I need to make sure that I'm tracking it so I can manage my money. I need to know how much I'm spending and how much is coming in, so I can have that financial freedom, right? To build this legacy that I'm building right now. So I need to know that. I need to be wise about my money and my spending habits, right? Okay, Mint, is it mint.com? I don't know what the rest of that is. The QuickBooks is, yeah, I use QuickBooks for the business and the personal. So that's just one way of me tracking all of my stuff. I would advise against just doing Excel spreadsheets. If that's all you got, that's fine too. Quickens was another way that I used because it was cheaper than QuickBooks. So that's another way that you can track your money as well. And so you said mint.com. Again, that's another resource for you as well. So you need to have a system in place for you to track your money. Track and something that helps you to know how you're spending your money. So in QuickBooks, I get a little a pie chart that tells me where I'm spending the most of my money, how I'm spending it, my ebbs and flows as far as my spending habits are concerned. And even with my credit card, I get that same statement too. What am I spending my money on? So at one point it was like, oh, you're eating out way too much. And I was like, whoa, we need to cut that back. We need to curtail that. So you need to do that. He also has an app called Every Dollar. I need to check that out because David Ramsey is the man. So everybody, if you see that Every Dollar, you need to check that out. So like I said, there's so many different ways that you can track your money, but you need to have that way. You need to have that system in place, right, for your personal finances. So let me get into the professional piece of your systems. But before I go into the professional, let me just run down the personal piece. So for your personal systems, you need to ask yourself this. How do you track your appointments? How do you keep track of your appointments? How do you keep track of the events that's going on in your life? The soccer practice, the football, the date night, the hanging out with the girlfriends, the family events. How do you keep track of all of that? It should be in one place, and you should be consistent with it, right? And then hopefully that if you do have a family, that is shareable so that they can see it too. So I have a girlfriend that she's always like, it was on the family calendar. So your family needs to have that calendar too, so that you're not missing these events and you're not stressed out because you're like, oh my God, what day is it? Little Johnny has a baseball thing and I didn't even buy his clothes. Whatever it is, you need to be prepared for this, right? We got too many things going on for us to leave it to chance, right? Use the phone calendar. Yes, you have to do that. And then how do people communicate with you? So they need to know what's the best way, with the best method of communication. And for my single women, this is important because if this is a method of communication for you, then people know if she doesn't answer or she doesn't respond back in a certain amount of time, I need to check on her. Single people, we need people to check on us. So like if my girlfriend send me a text and I don't respond back or whatever, they'll be like, hey, you okay? Just send me a yes, send me a no. So that's the way that they know that they can get in touch with me. Now, a phone call, like I told you, that can go on deaf ears, because if I don't stand by the window with one arm up and one leg out like this, I may not get the reception. But text messaging and, like I said, Facebook Messenger for me works, but you got to figure out what works for you. What is the best way for people to get in contact with you so that you don't miss out on any information? If somebody got $1 million check for you, you need to be, they need to be able to get in touch with you, right? So those are the three systems that you need. Oh, that's the 2 systems. So the third system is, how do you accept and track your money? You need to make sure that you have that financial, that you're taking charge of your finances, right? And so that you can have that financial freedom that we're talking about, so that you can build that legacy. And for us that are parallelpreneurs, so that you can help to invest in your business, invest in your dreams, so that you need that money. So you need to know where it's going. And hopefully you're not doing what I did and you're spending it out on not even fast food. I was spending it out just eating out because I wasn't cooking. But not anymore. Not anymore. So for your professional, so this is for my people that have the businesses, and even this goes with the people that are maintaining their careers and navigating up that corporate ladder. So the systems that you need to have for your professional life. Ask yourself these questions. How do people buy your product or service, right? Do you have a website, a landing page? How are people buying it? Do you have a brick and mortar? How are people buying your products and services? They need to know where to get it. So when you say, oh, I got a book, where are they getting this from? Like, I have a book. They can get it on my website. They can get it on Amazon.com. They can get it on the Kindle. There's ways that they can get it. So you need to have the systems in place so that they can get it from you. And if you have a service, okay, you tell them, I'm a coach. When they go out to your website or they go out to a landing page, do you have that information out there so that it's easily available for them so that they can click and start working with you? And if not, if you don't have that system in place, if you're like, okay, I make jewelry, but no one knows how to get it, well, can't make money that way if no one knows how to get it. I like that, but I don't know how to get it. Not cool at all. So you need to have a system in place so that when you say, yes, I make jewelry, or I make this, or I'm a stylist, or whatever, people can just go to your website or go to wherever you're sending them so that they can either book a service with you, buy your product, or what have you. So you need to have that system in place. There's no good if you're just telling people about your product and they can't buy it. How are you going to make money? Ask yourself. So how do people schedule time with you? Again, for my parallelpreneurs, I don't have time to say, hey, send me an email, and then I'll get back with you, and then I'll put down 5 different times and put down these dates, and then you pick and we're going back and forth. I don't have time for that. I use Acuity scheduling, and that helps me because I have all of that. I can send you a link and say, pick your time. Whichever time you want, these are the times that I'm available, pick your time. There's so many different ways that you could do. There's so many different other services that are out there that do the same thing as far as scheduling is concerned. But there should be an automated way that people can schedule time with you, right? It shouldn't be this back and forth and, oh, not 6:30, but 7 o'clock, or can you make it 7:15? It shouldn't be all of this. You have a link. They go out there, they see your calendar, they pick the time, boom, they're ready. You should need a process for scheduling your time, for people to meet with you, even if it's a complimentary call. It needs to be an automated process so that it's not this cumbersome back and forth. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for the back and forth, right? Okay. So then how do people stay in your funnel? Okay? So I heard you at an event, you spoke at an event, or I saw you, you said that you made jewelry, or I heard that you was a stylist, and then I want to follow you. How do I follow you? Then once I follow you, like how do I interact with you? Then once I interact with you, then how do I purchase anything that you have? And then once I purchase, then how do I know when things are coming up? So it's like, how do you communicate and keep people in your funnel? How do you keep people engaged? How do you keep people potential customers and also as customers? Like, how do you do that? What is your process? What is your system for those that are in, that are in your funnel? So let's say you met somebody today and you were like, yeah, go to my website. Once they're at your website, is there a way that they can get in contact with you? Is there a way that they can schedule something with you? Schedule something with you, or they buy something. What are you doing? What's the next step? Do they get a thank you? Do they get a email? What do they get? Do they get a gift, a card, whatever? And then after that, is there a sequence of emails, of communication that they get so that they're always at arm's length? Do you have a Facebook group so that they're always connected to you or with you, right? So what is that? What is that I should be at arm's length? I shouldn't, there shouldn't be any, I wonder if she fell off the face of the earth. I wonder where she's at, right? Yes. Go over the acuity. I will. I'll go over that again. But you need to have that way for people to stay in your funnel, to stay engaged, to know, because there's plenty of people where I was like, oh, I seen such and such 6 months ago, but I don't know if she's still selling because I'm not in their funnel. They haven't kept me engaged. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're working on. I don't know if that's still their line of business because I'm not in their funnel. So I might have wanted a pair of earrings, or I might have wanted that shirt that they were selling. But I'm in my funnel and they just kind of out of sight, out of mind. So you gotta keep people in your funnel. You gotta keep them engaged. You gotta keep them knowing what's going on with you. There has to be a way or a system of communication, right? So you got to do that. And then again, how do you manage your profits? Are you using Excel spreadsheets? Great, fine. If that's your method of, tracking stuff. I work with spreadsheets all day as a finance executive. And let me tell you, that is not my way of doing things, because again, you're getting you're using the credit card, you're doing this, you got this bank account here, you got your business bank account, you got your personal bank account, and trying to manage all of that on an Excel spreadsheet, good luck. So again, for me, I use QuickBooks. And then I believe if you are working with any kind of banking institution, there should be ways that you can upload all of that stuff, download all of that stuff into whatever system that you're using. So there should not be this manual keying in and all of this stuff. Those days are over. There should be a way that you can download all of that information. You should be able to get PDFs of your bank statements and all that stuff. It should be automated. So you need to make sure that you have a system so that you know you're tracking your profits, you're tracking your revenue, you're tracking your expenses. And then also, like I said, you would love a system that can say, okay, this is how you've spent your money. This is where most of your revenues is coming from. So it can also give you the tools that you need to analyze it. Because it's not enough for you to just say, okay, I made this amount of profit. Where is it coming from? Right? Because if you see that you're making more of your money here, in this area here, let's say it's books, and you don't spend any time on your books, well, you're like, okay, hey, this is making money in my sleep, but I'm spending 90% of my time on this $2 little thing right here. Maybe you might want to switch up your portfolio. Maybe you might not want to spend your 90% of your time on this $2 business, right, or this $2 thing right here. So it'll help you analyze and assess where you need to spend your time, your resources, and maybe that might be something to clue you in, like, you know what, I might need to do a little bit more advertising. I may need to automate. So it will help you make business decisions. So let's recap. I hope you were writing notes, right? Let's recap. So for your professional systems, this is what you need. You need to know how people are going to buy your services. So ask yourself, how do people buy my services? So they need a way to get to you, whether it's a website, a landing page, whatever it is, they need to know, brick and mortar, whatever it is. They need to know how to get to your products and services. How do people schedule time with you? Like I said, I use Acuity scheduling. So when people go to my website, and they want a complimentary service, it says click this link. Once they click that link, it'll take them to my calendar that's in Acuity scheduling, and they can pick the times that they want based on my availability, right? So that's what you want. That's what you want. And so there's several different ones, and I can go and research them. But right now, I know Acuity works for me. There are several different ones out there that you can use, but I do enjoy Acuity. And you can put it on your website, and so people can schedule things with you. If you have different, like I have a calendar for my complimentary services. I have a calendar for my coaching programs. I have a calendar for something else, so that, you know, I can send them the link to whatever they're looking for. Yeah, you have to, yeah, it's a great system, and it's easy to use. That's another thing for me. It has to be easy to use. If it comes with a manual and it's this thick and I gotta learn and all of this stuff, I can't do that, right? So, let me see if I can, okay. There we go. So yeah, so you need to do that. And then let's see. And how do people stay in your funnel? So they need to be able to stay. You need to be able to connect with them. They need to know what's going on with you. You need to communicate with them. Keep them in your sales funnel. Keep them there so that they know what's going on. And they're not looking back like, oh man, what happened to such and such? Man, you know, now, because sometimes you'll meet people and they're not ready to buy or ready to, you know, do business with you. They need a little dating. They date you first. So it may take them 6 months. It may take them a year before they even buy a service from you. But if you're not communicating with them and they don't know how to contact you and they're ready, then they're going to go to the next coach that probably really didn't date them as long as you did, but it's just that it was the right place, right time. So you need to make sure that they are connected with you so that you don't lose on that sale, because you've been dating them all that time, right? I heard, okay, this is off topic, but I heard from men that sometimes it's all about right place, right time. So if they're ready to be married and it's right now, and that chick that they was with, that gave, you know, that put in all that time and that hard work, if she's not available right at that time and they ready to get married, well, so it sucks for the chick that put in all that time. The same thing with you. You're a coach and you're coaching somebody, and you're giving them nuggets and everything else. They may look out there, they may look at your social media posts, they may look at all your event, everything that you're doing for a year, maybe even 2 years before they even attempt to buy something from you. But you want to make sure that they know that you're there so that you don't lose that sale, okay? And then the next one is, how do you manage your profits? Again, this is so important for entrepreneurs, parallelpreneurs, career professionals. You need to know where your money is going. You need to be able to track that, right? So you need to be able to make financially sound decisions, and it'll help you make decisions, even if it is, okay, can I take that job? Can I do this? Should I buy this? Should I make this investment in my business? So you need to have that information so that you can make sound business decisions. So hopefully you took notes, and now you have the personal and professional systems that are going to help you achieve your desired level of success, right? So again, like I said before, I just came from the Epic conference, and I'm on fire and I'm ready to go and all of this stuff. And you may have seen me prior to that. I had my Paycheck to Purpose Summit. So I was doing all of that and all ready to go for that. Like, I was supercharged up for that, because that was just an awesome event. So the next one, I hope to see you guys there. But coming out of that, I offered the P3 Mastermind Program. So it's my mastermind program that I am launching. It starts in 2 weeks, and I want to offer it to you guys as well. And what do I get? So I'm gonna break it down for you. So I'm going to tell you all the benefits that's all in there, because it's a lot of it. And let me tell you, Mastermind program is like, I don't want to say the bomb.com, but it is all that and a bag of barbecue chips, right? Because for us, there's a level of accountability that you need. There's a level of knowledge that you need. There's a level of exchanging information that you need, the resources, the tools, the processes that you need. And I want to impart that on you as well. And this is what I provide in the P3 Mastermind program. So what do you get? You learn systems to increase your revenues. So all of that, the systems that I was talking today, that's just the tipping of the iceberg. So helping you develop those systems, not only just talking about it and doing it. So to help you develop that, so that when people connect or people learn about you, they know how to get in touch with you. They know how to get your product or service. Then they know how to stay, you know how your email sequence is going to be, so they know how to stay in your sales funnel. You know how to upsell them. So you know all of these processes so that you can date the person and then also get that marriage, which means, i.e., get the sale, right? Gain clarity on your brand. Brand clarity is key to any business, okay? If you want to be successful in business, you need to be clear on your brand. Your consumers need to be on your brand. So if you're not clear, then they're not clear, okay? And then they're like, well, I don't know what she stands for. I don't know what this is, and I don't know how to feel about her. I don't know what she's selling today. You need to be clear on your brand. So the Mastermind program will help you with that as well. Develop processes to help you drive profitability. How are you doing that? How are you tracking? How are you managing? And how are you achieving the profitability that you desire? So the Mastermind program, we have resources and strategies to help you do that. How to receive tools and techniques to help you effectively run your day-to-day. Okay? There's a reason why many of these corporations, the ones that you work for, are successful, because they have processes in place to help them run to day-to-day. They have desktop procedures. They have they have job descriptions for their people. They have policies in place. So all of that stuff you need to get for your business as well. I don't care if you are a business of one person. You still need these desktop procedures, standard operating procedures. You need all of that so that you need to be running a bit. This is your business. So you need to be running it just like it is a business. So we'll help you do that. 6-month group coaching program. So you get 6 months of group coaching so that you're getting those resources. So we're exchanging those ideas. We're exchanging that information, okay? So I'm imparting on you the knowledge and the information that I know, and the results that I've received, and the proven processes that I have already put in place to help me run my business. Speaker series. So it's not just me, it's my super friends that's gonna come out there and also speak as well. So I'm having people come on board that are experts in their field to help based on the information that I get from you. So it's all tailored, customized. It's not a cookie cut kind of situation. So whatever your challenges are, I'm inviting people that are experts in their fields that can help you overcome those challenges, right? So, and then there's the 7-step process, which I will teach to help you go and discover your custom fit profession and make money doing what you love. So I'm all about that, right? But there's a 7-step process to help you do that. And then at the end of it, you will showcase your business so that you can gain that revenue, gain that profit that you desire. So it's not about just writing down notes. This is not that program. It is about you taking action. It is about you achieving those revenue goals that you set. It's about you making that profit that you want. It's about you going after your legacy, building your empire, right? We don't just want to watch the people on TV build an empire. It's about you creating that empire for yourself, right? And then there's a strengths assessment. So I'm big on that. So as an entrepreneur, as a career, you need to know what your strengths are so that you know where your gaps are. So that I know, okay, I'm good at this, So this is where I need to maybe hire somebody at, or this is the type of person that I need on my team, right? So you need to know your superpowers. Dun, 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 dun. So you need to know your superpowers, and you'll get a strength assessment to help you do that as well. And then there's accountability. I am so big on accountability. Accountability, accountability, accountability. So you will also get accountability that'll help you to achieve your desired results, right? So you'll get all of that, and more. You'll get all of that. And also you'll get a ticket to the Paycheck to Purpose Summit, and you'll also get a copy of the workbook. So you'll get all of that plus the bonuses. And originally, this is valued at $9.95, right? It's valued at $9.95, all of that. But today, if you register by Sunday, it is only $4.95. Yes, I am discounting it totally. And one, like I said, because I'm confident in you and I want to help you achieve your desired level of success. And two, we're coming off of the summit, so I want to impart this gift to you as well. And then three, it is my birthday month. We are coming off from my birthday month. So I'm still giving gifts to people, and I want to give this gift to you. So if you are interested, and if you're ready to take your career, your business to the next level, if you are ready to learn the systems, the tools, the things that you need to help your business be profitable, if you are ready to build your legacy, if you are ready to build your empire, not watch it, but build it, so that you and your children's children will have that. Well, now you can say, I got a trust fund for my kids. I got this. But if you're ready to do that, then let's talk to me. Sign up. So inbox me if you are interested. Like I said, this will go on until Sunday. And I'm offering it to you at $4.95. I would love to hear from you. I would love to see you in the P3 Mastermind program. Again, we start in 2 weeks. We're getting ramped up, and I'm kicking things off. And I would love to see you in there, because I would love to see that you go higher. I love to see you take it to the next level. I want to see you succeed, right? And I want to see you achieve your desired level of success. So without further ado, I'm going to let people go. It's Thursday, but I want to see, inbox me. You got it till Sunday. So inbox me and want to hear from you. If you have any questions, inbox me as well. So I'm here. But I want to give you, I'm all about time, and I'm all about time management. I know you got other things to do. So I am going to let you go without further ado. I am Lashana Williams, the Success Navigator. Yes, your coach and your guide on the journey to success, and your accountability partner to help you go from paycheck to purpose. So I hope to see you on my next Facebook Live. Please subscribe and please follow me so that you know when I'm on. Always have good nuggets for you. I'm here to, like I said, help you achieve your desired level of success. And I want you to have a wonderful, prosperous, productive Thursday. Enjoy. If you watch, Shondaland and all of that stuff, enjoy. And have a blessed and wonderful evening. And I hope to see you soon. And I hope to see an inbox from you. Speak to you later. Bye.